I'm a Marvel. And I'm a DC. And by the way, when you were in the middle of Times Square, did Nick Fury break the news to you about the Dodgers being in Los Angeles for over 50 years? Or did I just shock you as much as when you woke up in that hospital and could tell that you were actually at the game at Ebbets Field when it was being played? Yeah, I got the news on that. Did it make you feel bad? Yes, it did, and I'm getting over it. Because, finally I make it to the big screen, and what did you think of it? Well, be honest, it was better than that 1990 direct-to-video piece of filth. That's it. I got nothing more to say to you. Well, the fact is that, like Tommy Lee Jones's character, I'm not going to kiss you. Oh, by the way, could you bring out the dancing girls? I want to celebrate the fact that I do not have the worst superhero movie this year. Here's the Star-Spangled Man, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I was embarrassed by that scene too. Man, you said it. You said it when you said you weren't doing an accurate World War II movie. You were not kidding. You know that Rotten Tomatoes did give us a 71% on the tomato meter. In fact, it might even be 72. I said what? I said 71%. Okay, no. The question was not about if I heard you. The question was actually about the number. What, you thought it was that bad? Yes, I thought it was that bad. Then again, I'm not the guy who personally punched out Adolf Hitler over 200 times. Simon and Kirby got hate mail from isolationists and had to be protected on the word of Mayor Fiorello LaGuardia himself. But you used the first comic book to smear a male Rosie the Riveter. Is that all? Oh, I'm just getting started. Let's see. The United States Armed Forces did not segregate until after the Second World War, but you are led by a woman, and you have on your team a black guy, a Japanese guy from Fresno, who, as we all know, probably only signed up so he would get out of, the detention camp. A French guy, a Brit, and Iron Man's dad. You save Bucky Barnes just to have him die later in the film, which makes no sense at all. You could have, in this movie, have had a scene where you chew out Phillips, stating that this war is a war against prejudice, and that the world must change. With his answer being something like, all right, just for this mission, we can do that. Then, of course, there are the scenes with Peggy Carter. Okay, I'll bite. What about the scenes with Peggy Carter? Okay, the fact that you had no chemistry? This from a guy whose love interest could see right through his mask? Hey, maybe the girl will gossip about this on the set of her show. Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's a real nice try of the comic. The Gossip Girl at least showed passion in my movie, snapping sense into me. You and her, on the other hand, somehow turned an international cuisine into sexual hits. This from the guy whose girlfriend said it would be a long time before she got into another cockpit again. Okay, first, that thing is ambiguous at best. And by the way, since you are from Brooklyn, and Marvel makes it clear that you were born on the Lower East Side, then again you might have problems with geography. Why would you say that? Well, you were nearly in all of Europe in this picture, right? Yeah, to be precise, England, Austria, France, Italy, and Poland, possibly. Yeah, well, with all those things, didn't you know that France, to be precise, the southern part of the country, is right next to Italy? Yeah, what's your point? My point, Steve, is that with all the Italian Americans living in Flatbush, Red Hook, Bay Ridge, and Bensonhurst, how did you not know that fondue was in the French cheese dish? Okay, yeah, I should have known that. Oh, and by the way, since you are about 70 years late for that dance, I will give you a couple of moves if you want. However, I should like to say that the fight with the Red Skull was good, as was the ending with you in Times Square, so you could at least something good to say about your movie. Thanks, Hal. By the way, did Disney or Paramount have to be so cheap to get an actor to do the voice of Red Barber? What? When you woke up in the 21st century, the broadcast you were listening to was a Dodger game. That was an actor playing Red Barber. They couldn't have paid MLB and the Dodgers for the rights. Man, you are taking me to task. Whatever, man. I'm just so glad that the critics were wrong about me, and I do not have the worst superhero movie of the summer, despite that rating of 71 or 72 on Rotten Tomatoes.